Hey, Kerry here. Getting a good response on my recent video on the digital transformation of the real estate industry. And I wanted to dig into it a little bit deeper because, again, as I say, it doesn't seem to be that anybody else is talking about this. And I think it's so important to the real estate agents of the world. It's changing, and it's changing very fast, and nobody's talking about it, it appears, but me. And I'm a little bit shocked at the way that the brokers of the world are reacting to it. Um, their interpretation of what they need to do is to make their agents more relevant. They need to give them a better website. They need to give them a better CRM. They need to give them automatic postings on social media, where and that's not digital transformation. That is bringing the agent up to 5 years ago technology, and it's a reaction rather than a pushing forward and anticipating what is coming. Um, I see one agency or one broker who's making their claim on becoming a cloud-oriented brokerage firm and then selling their agents or giving their agents stock in what they believe is going to be a company of the future. And what they're missing is the power has to come from the broker. Um, they're reacting to the business like the grocery store business reacted when they became supermarkets. They remodeled, they changed the look, they trained their employees, they made the store look nicer, but they didn't change the way they were doing business. So as a result, they're being replaced. Amazon just announced that they're going to do free delivery from their Whole Food stores. Walmart reacted the same way. Target has reacted the same way. The supermarket industry is going to change dramatically because you and I aren't going to go into a supermarket anymore. We're going to sit down in front of our computer and order our groceries, and they will be delivered free to us. That's a remarkable change. What's going to happen after that is with the introduction of smart homes, we're going to have a smart pantry, and we're not even going to have to order our groceries. We're merely going to have to, they will be ordered, the staples will be ordered. We'll just enter a menu or what we want, and it'll show up. The food industry is changing that fixed meals are going to show up at our house. And that's what's going to happen to the real estate industry, that one broker or two brokers are going to change the value proposition, not change the decoration of the store. They're going to make the industry totally different. And I'm not seeing anybody talking about this. And your survival depends upon you knowing what's going to happen and how to position yourself to take advantage of what's going to happen and profit from what's going to happen. So what I want to talk to you about today is what I see the broker of tomorrow looking like. In my last video, I talked some about what the buyer's experience might look like. I talked to you about him having an app that he could go in and communicate with the furnace and the hot water heater. I talked to you about how he's going to be able to go to a web portal and enter what he's interested in. It will pick up all the data from his house and then transfer it to the houses that he's looking at, and help him make good decisions. And that's going to be offered by a broker. And I believe the broker is going to be affiliated in some way with Amazon.com. But I want you to understand what the dynamics and how this broker is going to convert everybody their way. One of the things the broker is going to have to do is offer an iBuyer program. He's going to come and say, I'll buy your house, and this is the price at which I'll buy it for. If they don't buy that, they're going to say, I'll list your house and update your house after we do a free home inspection on it. And why would they be able to do that? Because of the data that they have. They know what it's going to take this house to sell. And they know what price it's going to take to get it sold. So they're going to enter into a contract with me, the seller, to say, Kerry, the walls have to be painted, the kitchen has to be updated, and the bathrooms have to be updated. That being done, your house will sell for thus and such price. And then we'll do an inspection, and you need a new water heater, you might need a new air conditioner. We will do those things for you, and then we will sell your house. And then they'll say, we'll guarantee that it sells in 90 days, or we'll buy it from you at a predetermined price. And you might say, how can they do that? Stay with me. The next thing they're going to say is, we will convert your house. Now, this is to the seller, to a smart home. Remember that the first video I did where I told you that Amazon was going to buy Zillow, and I explained to you why Amazon was going to buy Zillow, and that is to get the data out of the house. So if they come to me as a seller, and one of the propositions they make to me is, we're going to make it a smart house, that's in their best interest. That's what they're after. They're after the data. They're not really interested in the real estate business. They're after the data. So they're going to make my house a smart house before the new buyer comes in. And then guess what their commissions rate's going to be? 0. They will sell your house for no commission, because again, that industry, that data is going to give Amazon, or whoever is the genius to figure this out, a $750 billion business. To give you some perspective, Amazon's current annual business is $355 billion. They're valued at a $1 trillion company. That's the cost of their stock times number of shares. They are already the largest company in the world. They're going to double, triple their size after they start monetizing the data that they get out of the homes and that they're already getting out of our cars. This is not about real estate sales. It's about data. So they'll pay you, you'll probably, because they're going to need an agent, you're probably going to get paid on some form of continuing income as you convert this home into a data source for whomever, again, Amazon, turns out to be the broker that controls this. They'll pay all the closing costs. They're going to own the lawyers. They're going to own the title companies. There's going to have to be some changes in some laws. But this is the largest company in the world. They will get that done. Trust me, they will get that done. Guess what else you'll get when you list your house with this? You're going to get a free or a discounted membership to Amazon Prime. Yeah, because you're going to become a regular customer to Amazon Prime. Do you know that Amazon bought a pharmaceutical, a distribution company. I think it's called pill.com. They have entered in with Berkshire Hathaway and, by the way, who owns Reology, and Jamie Dimon, I forget the name, in a new health insurance initiative. They've already started providing health insurance for all their employees. That's Amazon. You're going to get a discount on your health insurance if you will list and sell through this new broker. Guess what else you're going to get? You're going to get a extraordinary good price on your TV and your telephone and your Wi-Fi. Guess who just applied to put 3,600 satellites in the sky to provide Wi-Fi service to remote areas of the world? Amazon. They aren't going to stop with 3,600 satellites. They are going to be your provider. I already have primetime TV through my Roku. And by the way, DirecTV, I'm sorry. AT&T, I'm sorry. There was a study recently done that said of the S&P 500 stocks today, the 500 largest and most important companies in the country, within 10 years, 40% of them won't be there because they are not going to adapt to digital transformation. It's the Eastman Kodak was the largest film company. Xerox was the largest copy company. Nokia was the largest phone company. If you don't adapt, remember these, write these words down: digital transformation. This is the key to the survival of any company. Borders didn't do it. Actually, I read something recently that said Borders was offered or refused to create an online presence, instead asked Amazon to do it for them. Yahoo was Google tried to buy Yahoo out, but Yahoo said no. Google, you're going about it all the wrong way, and they refused. And you know where they are. You know where Blockbuster is. Netflix tried to buy Blockbuster for something like $3 billion, and Blockbuster said no. You know where Blockbuster is now. Look at your broker. I don't care which one it is. If all they're doing is trying to empower you to be a better agent, they're doomed. They should be working on creating a better value proposition. Whole Foods is going to deliver my groceries to my front door. I am not going to have to get in a car and drive into Whole Foods. I'm not going to have to push a basket around and wait in line to get my groceries. My groceries will be delivered to my refrigerator as I'm making videos to you. That's the future, digital transformation. If you want to keep up on this, because I'm the only guy talking about it, subscribe today. Ring the bell, because these videos are going to be coming fast and furious, because I'm figuring this out. And your career depends upon how you position yourself and you communicate to your community about what's going to happen. So you become the real estate authority in your community. Nobody else is grabbing this brass ring and riding with it. The opportunity, I can't think of another opportunity. There's one other thing I've been thinking about. Remember when I did the video that I told you I was a financial advisor and a stockbroker, and I got paid 1.25% to do a $100,000 trade and made $1,250. And I laughed and said, do you know what that trade now cost you? At E-Trade and Schwab and all the brokers. And I laughed and said it cost you $5.99. Do you know what it cost this week? Zero. Zero. Nothing. And you tell me that the real estate industry is more complicated and security minded than trading stocks? Folks, it's going to happen. What are you going to do about it? Where are you going to fit into it? Subscribe. Read my book. It's in the description. It's at Amazon.com. You got no excuse now. You got no excuse. And then I want to say something to a few other people. Tom and Ricky and Bruno and Grant and Kevin. Start talking about this. I've got 800 subscribers. They've got 20,000, 30,000. Start helping these people. Help them see what's coming and get them armed for the battle that's in front of them. Or you people start listening to me, because I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to pull the punches. I'm not going to tell you that the futures are knocking on doors and harassing people on the telephone, because it's not. They have to, brokers have to create an unparalleled value proposition to take control of this industry. Okay, that's digital transformation number 2. Next will be digital transformation number 3 and 4, and we will look at the buyer's experience and the seller's experience, and then I'm sure we'll keep going down this road until it happens. This is going to be exciting. Stay with me, subscribe, ring the bell.